Aloha shifters, thank you so much for watching this video. This is Brendan and this is a quick tutorial on how to be able to publish shift entries to the main Paradigm Shift Central website. Now of course if you're a leading member then you've already got your profile set up, but if you are not a leading member then please feel free to check more information about that to learn about how you can publish your consciousness shifting media to the website so we can help introduce it to more people so that they can connect with your story and with your content and with your services. So creating the profile is the first step. So if you've already created your profile on the main Paradigm Shift Central website, then what you're going to do is you're going to log in, and we're just going to walk you through this. Now the login is underneath leading members login, but at the same time, if you need to just make it easier for yourself, you can always literally just go to paradigmshiftcentral.com/login, and that's what we're going to do here. And then from there you literally just click the login. Now you're going to be taken to a buffer screen that literally just says like, hey, this is for leading members. Maybe you're not a leading member yet, but if you are, click login now, and then from there you can select your login and you're good to go. Now from here, this is again just kind of the Wix format. It's kind of a little bit finicky, but hey, no big deal. When you're on the page here, the next thing you want to do is literally just refresh the page, and then from here you're gonna know that it's working because you're gonna see your information in the top right. So you got like these little gold text-based things in the top right. This is one of my profiles that we got here, and underneath that you have the new entry button. But let's make sure that your profile is already set to public if you haven't already done that. So in the top right, you're going to click your profile name, and then you're going to click on profile. And just to be able to make sure, you're going to make sure that your profile is set to public. Now mine's already set to public, so we're just going to set it to private. So above your profile avatar, you're going to see three little dots. And so right now I'm literally just setting it private just so we can set it back to public. So again, if I set it here, you're going to notice like a little button underneath your profile name that says make profile public. Click that button, and once you've done that, then I'll be able to approve you as a writer. If you're not a writer yet, then you won't be able to publish shift entries. So now that you're good to go, we're gonna go right into the publishing aspect of a shift entry. So again, underneath your profile name in the top right, you're gonna see new entry, so you're gonna click that. Now of course this is just a tutorial for desktop. You can post from mobile as well. It's a little bit different, but we're just gonna focus on desktop here for now. So I've already got an entry that I'm going to work on, plus we're going to use another example. So the first thing that we're going to be able to do is again just be able to focus on how to be able to create a general format. So say for example that you have a video that you're going to publish. Now of course on the Paradigm Shift Central website we encourage people to create a variety of consciousness shifting media to publish, and this could be content that's brand new, it could be content that you've made a long time ago. That's okay, but we want to be able to help you publish content that fits within the intention of being educational, entertaining, and inspirational. Maybe it's all three of those, maybe it's more so just the entertaining and inspirational side of things. That's okay, but within the niche of consciousness shifting media that is encouraging people to be able to help think outside the box, as well as being able to share your unique perspective on the shifting consciousness. So again, in terms of shift entries, they can be a variety of things. They can be like purely just text-based written articles, but for this one, we're going to focus on just to be able to help publish a video. So in terms of publishing a video, let's begin by going down below, and I'm just going to take off my camera right here so that way you can make sure that you can see everything. Down below at the little bottom left-hand corner, I know you can't see my mouse, but you can see it like flashing. There's like the little icons for photo, and then from there you've got gallery, which is just a different type of photo embed, and then add video. So we're going to start off by adding a video, and let's say that we've already got our video ready. So for example, here's a video that I'm going to post. This is my dream log UFO and reptilian humanoid contact. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on the share button, and you're going to get the URL. Of course you can get that right out of the bar at the top as well. You're gonna go back to your post, and you're literally just gonna paste it in there. It's really simple, and then click add video, and now you've got your video added. Now, in terms of the format that we want to be able to do with every shift entry, you want to make sure that you have the following. You want to make sure that you have, if it's a video, your video embedded, but then also an image as well. That's because these images are going to show up within the media feed. So I'll give you a quick example. When I click on the shift entries here, it's going to load up like the examples of shift entries. So you can see each one here has an image. This one here doesn't have an image, and that's because it doesn't have an image within the feed, and that's because there's no image within the post. So in order to be able to properly feature your content within this feed, make sure that it has an image included as well. So just emphasizing the importance of that. So again, with this, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you an example of what a shift entry already looks like using a shift entry that's already been published, and then we're going to go back to this. So this is a published shift entry by our friend Lacey, and so this is a dream report. And so the basic format that I want you to keep in mind when publishing, and again, this is very, very simple, is what you want to do. If you have your video, make sure you have that embedded, and then prior to that, you want to have a small introduction, but it could honestly be as long as you want, as long as it's not just like one sentence. It should be at least a paragraph or a few small little sentences, and then make sure that you have an image embedded. So this is an image that we included from Lacey's video, and part of the way that you can do that is literally to just like screen capture a photo, like an image from your video. And then so again, so we got the title, which I'll get back to in a second, a little bit of text, some photo relative to the post, and then your embedded video. And then the most important part underneath is making sure that you include an invitation for people to be able to connect to your work, meaning including your links. So literally being able to say like, hey, thanks for watching. Please connect with my profile further. You can click here for like my additional services. Maybe you've got a shop. Here's my YouTube URL. Here's my Instagram URL. Here's my Patreon. Here's my SoundCloud, whatever it may be. Make sure that you include the links at the bottom so that people can be able to connect with your work. Again, the intention behind us using this platform is to be able to help it serve as promotion for you to be able to invite people to develop the relationship so that they can really get to know you and be able to follow you further, and then again to be able to help support you as well. So again, so with Lacey's here, the other thing that we want to mention is the title. So with hers, it is Lucid Dream Report, Mission to the Ice Wall in the flyer. And then in the title, it also has the like brackets video. So that's going to be relative. If it's a video, make sure that you include brackets video at the end of it. That way, so when people are just browsing on the front page, they can easily tell which ones are videos and which ones are not. So going back to my post here, I don't even really have to do like the full entry, but again, like essentially, I'll just show you how to be able to add a video. You'll notice this little plus sign at the top. That plus sign will give you the option to be able to add like your photo or your video. It's the same as the tools at the bottom. So again, I'm just going to click this and I'm going to click an image that I've already selected, and then this is literally just like loading up more or less. It's literally the exact same image that appears in the YouTube clip. It doesn't always have to be the exact same image. You can do something a little bit differently. And then from here, I'm not going to literally just like write up everything right now, but this is where your intro paragraph would go explaining what your post is about. So prior to people watching your video, they want to be able to just read this so that they can get an idea of what they are about to watch, assuming your shift entry is a video. And then from here, so again, I'm going to put Dream Report, UFO, and Reptilian contact, and then brackets video. And then from there, make sure that I've gotten any more additional write-up included here. And then at the bottom, this is where I put all my links. So from here, I can put connect to my Instagram at www.instagram.com/Mystic Spooderman, and just connecting that typo there. And then again, for links, this is obviously pretty straightforward. You highlight it, and then from there, like when you highlight it, it does automatically show the options to like bold, italicize, like change positioning. And this is all stuff that you can play around with later. I'm not going to get into it in this tutorial. And then from there, you can include the URL. And so you can literally just like type in the URL there. Make sure you put https://mystic Spiderman, and then select open in new tab as well, and then you update that, and there you go. So and then from there you can just put like thanks for watching, and it looks like it's a little bit glitchy here for some reason. It's showing the underline there, so I just had to disable that. Thanks for watching, love, Brendan. And then so from here, again, this is like a draft, so I'm not actually like publishing this right now, even though if I did have the proper write-up, this would be ready to go. And then from there, the other thing that I just want to be able to mention to you is that when instead of hitting publish, what you're going to do, you're going to click these three little arrows next to the publish button. You're going to choose category. You're going to choose a category that's relative. So for example, this one would be videos and dream report. So if yours fits within the other categories there, please feel free to add them. So articles are obviously articles. Quest journals are a little bit more like personal, like it's like, hey, this is like something that's happening to me along my journey. Now quest journals is kind of like a broader term that can apply, like some of these, they can fit in multiple categories. Shiftivism is more so like the free hugs and things like that, meditations, poetry, music, podcasts, interviews. If your video features interviews, you can click on those. So again, you choose the ones that are relative there. And also on the general tab here, you do, excuse me, oh my goodness, you do have the option. Yeah, you're excited here. You do have the option to change your publish date. So say, for example, you want to publish something that maybe you posted a long time ago. So again, it's not just like you're publishing something new, but you're archiving it relative to the time that it happened. So say maybe you've got like a video that happened, you know, way back in like April of 2014 on April 15th. You can literally select that, and then you would click save, and then you would, and then it's going to publish like relative to that timeline so that it shows up in chronological order on the main website, which is really cool. Now, the last step here, normally you would hit publish, but what we're doing here is protocol for Paradigm Shift to be able to help get people in the habit of things and be able to like make sure that things are going through with the proper format. Instead of clicking publish, you're going to click on these three little arrows and you're going to click save as draft. So essentially I've just saved it as a draft. It doesn't like tell you, it like in the corner it just says like saved in the bottom left, and then and then you can go back into your drafts from your profile, and I'll show you that in a second. But more or less here, the instructions are essentially, I just want you to be able to work, I want people to be able to work on publishing 3 shift entries with me being able to review them and then being able to like confirm and then publish them. And then once you've done those 3 first entries where you've gotten the format of it and I know that you're familiar with it, then after that you'll be able to literally just hit publish right away. So as we start getting more people into the habit of this, the idea is that there's going to be some content where like, please run it past me first. If you're just like working on something, be like, yo, Brendan, I'm just going to be working on this. Send me a message in the Discord server, just like post in the leading members chat and just be like, here's what I'm working on. Let me know if you're able to. But either way, like it will be at the point where, you know, people are familiar enough with posting and I know that their content is reaching, like is fitting the proper niche, that eventually they'll just literally be able to post just like that. And then we'll start having more people posting on the regular basis. And then again, part of the format of this is part of like what I offer is the ability to help curate your content from the main website to other social media pages to be able to help more people connect into it as well. So again, the first 3 posts that you put up, save to draft. Let me know that it's saved to draft, and then I'll review it, make sure that it's okay. And once it's good to go, we publish. Once we've done that 3 times, then you'll be in the position where you can literally just publish right away. But please let me know what you're working on ahead of time anyways. Now from here, I'm just going to show you how to access your drafts so that you can access them later. Up at the top underneath your profile, when you click that, you can literally click on my drafts. So if we do that, we've saved this draft here, and then it is going to show up here, and then we can go right back into it by clicking on edit post. So we go back into that there. And yeah, now we're like right back into the editing stage, and then we can finish it up. And so again, you can work on things in like a period of time. You can go back. Sometimes it's a good idea to like work on writing things in a text document ahead of time, and then you can just copy and paste it just in case like your internet crashes or something like that. Wouldn't want you losing your hard work. So that's pretty much all you need to know in terms of publishing shift entries. So again, just going over, make sure you log in, switch your profile to public so I can approve you as a writer if you have not done that. Let me know what you're working on in the Discord if you want to, and be able to get some feedback ahead of time. Create new entry, embed your YouTube video, make sure that you include an image, add a write-up, and include closing invitation for people to be able to connect to your links, and then choose an engaging and relative title as well. And so that's pretty much it. So, and then save as draft or switch to public if you've already been confirmed after doing 3 initial publications. So that's pretty much it. That's your tutorial on how to be able to create and publish shift entries. Again, again, I want to be able to make this video so that I don't have to, again, have the exact same conversation with every single person. Now you guys can just watch this video and that will bring you up to speed. But again, if you do have any questions, please feel free to let me know. It's highly recommended that you do publish your shift entries from the desktop just because it's more convenient. Again, you can publish them from your mobile device, but again, sometimes like that can be like a little more finicky and stuff like that, but it's definitely a lot easier when you're just doing it from the desktop. So that's where I recommend you do it, but you can still like get started on a mobile and then save as draft and then come back on desktop. Whatever works for you. So there you go. I thank you so much for watching this video, for being a part of the community. I look forward to being able to see what you create and yeah, being able to help support the awesome consciousness shifting media that you have to share. Now, of course, there's more details here because you can also embed like other things such as inserting HTML code. So inserting HTML code can also be used for embedding other types of iframes, such as like a SoundCloud, like a song that you want to put in there. As far as I know, you can actually include embed for like Facebook videos as well. So it's not just YouTube, but again, I just wanted to be able to give you the basics here, but please feel free to play around with it, get familiar and experiment and have fun. This is your sandbox. So let's go make some awesome things together and help inspire the entire community. So thank you so much for watching. This is Brendan. Until next time, keep it shifty. If you have any questions, let me know on the Discord. And as always, I will see you in the future. Peace and wholeness. Much love.